So then, hello everybody and welcome back on into my channel here. So today I want to talk about something that is kind of completely evenly split, and we're going to get straight into it so you guys are going to understand what it is I'm really getting at here pretty quickly. But this could be considered either sad, bad, terrible, whatever you want to call it, Ninjago news, or it could be positive Ninjago news. And the reason I'm making today's video, honestly, is completely community inspired. This isn't an idea I would have picked up necessarily completely on my own if I wasn't already looking around the Ninjago community, because recently over on Twitter, specifically for me personally, although I'm sure this is also the case for other Ninjago social media platforms, but on Twitter, again, as I say, I have been seeing something interesting, as Ninjago fans seem to be, again, pretty split between the idea of just one season a year being a thing for the future. And by the future, I just mean 2024. Unfortunately, I'm not a time traveller. I cannot confirm whether or not this will be the same heading into 2025 and even beyond. But for 2024, as it is right now, we are looking at just one season. And that is exactly what happened this year, really, with Ninjago Dragons Rising. Although what made it a little bit different was the fact that Crystalized did release fairly late last year. So there wasn't really a big wait between seasons this time around at all. But again, as I'm saying here, Ninjago fans seem pretty split between liking this one season a year thing and not liking it. And I want to come in here and just say that me personally, right, looking at it from my personal viewpoint, I'm of the opinion that this is actually quite a good thing, and let me explain why. Well, from everything we know so far, the next Ninjago season is actually going to be like 22 minute episodes long. And that is a significant amount of runtime. Obviously, that's what we had for Dragons Rising Season 1, and that was, altogether, all the runtime added up, by far the longest Ninjago season we have quite literally ever had. And 2024 is shaping up to do the exact same thing, with that exact same episode format. And again, as I was just saying there, that's an exceptionally long amount of runtime, and that is a huge amount of episodes. So if we are only going to be getting that next year and it's evenly spread out throughout two different parts, then that's completely manageable. We don't need to be too impatient about it because, I mean, there are other shows out there that have a much worse actual release schedule than Ninjago does, which I know, hard to believe considering Ninjago's release schedule does tend to be quite wacky and all over the place, but all in all, we get a season every single year, guaranteed, so ultimately, no matter how long or short the season is, ultimately we are in a fairly good place. But when it comes to Season 2 of Dragons Rising, well, we're in an even better place, again, because we are being rewarded with an absolutely humongous Ninjago season, as Season 1 was, and, I mean, if we think about things this year, there really wasn't any desperation, any true desperation. Anyway, we weren't being starved for content, and we're still not being starved for content, because there's still so much to unpack from Season 1 of Dragons Rising. There's lots to rewatch from it, there's lots to talk about in general, and on top of that we are slowly getting the Season 2 leaks trickling in, so we as a community are very active at the moment and are very hyped and excited for the future, and I think that 2024 is going to be doing the exact same thing. So from my own personal standpoint, that is a very big plus side. It's very positive and it's a bit of good news. But I know that still, for a lot of people out there, for whatever reason, this is being considered quite bad news, which is what I wanted to take a look at today, you know, just give my different viewpoint on all of this, because for me, well, this isn't bad news at all, but again, I know that a lot of people out there do have the potential to go ahead and disagree with me and may also consider this to be, again, kind of bad Ninjago news, all things considered. So I just wanted to take a look at all of this today, as I say, and just kind of, you know, have my own opinion platformed here today for a video for all of you, because I thought this would make for a very interesting topic. But with all of this being said, I think that's going to sum everything up here. There's not really much else to go over with this topic. Me personally, I think this is good news, and I know a lot of people may disagree and consider this bad news, but yeah, just wanted to share my opinion on all of this today. Now that I'm done here, though, please do feel free to let me know what you think about this one season a year thing down below in the comment section, because another thing to consider, we're not going to be getting Season 3 this year, and that alone just for some reason gets Ninjago fans quite upset. So feel free to let me know what you think about that down below in the comments. I would love to hear your own thoughts on all of this. If you did actually end up enjoying today's video, though, please do go ahead and consider leaving a like on it, subscribe to my channel for more, and while you guys are at it, go ahead and click that notification bell to keep up to date on all of my new content whenever I do post it, and I will see you all soon for a new one. So yeah, see you all soon. Goodbye, everybody.